Let's begin our adventure to explore the wonders of Rome. Day 1. Ancient Rome Core or Colosseum area in the southeast. Morning trip 1 from 8:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. Explore the Colosseum, Roman Forum and Palatine Hill, all located close together. Starting early helps avoid crowds and heat. Spend about 2 hours discovering these iconic sites. The Colosseum, about 1 kilometer southeast of Rome's center, a 10-15 minute walk from Piazza Venezia, offers a glimpse into ancient Roman grandeur. Key highlights include exploring the arena floor where gladiators fought, the underground chambers for animals and fighters, and climbing the upper tiers for panoramic views of the Colosseum and Roman Forum. Don't miss admiring the iconic outer facade and visiting the history exhibits that detail the Colosseum's construction and gladiatorial games. Roman Forum, about 0.3 kilometers, 0.2 miles east of the center. Walking time, just 10 minutes from Colosseum. Best time, early morning right after the Colosseum visit, because usually combined with the Colosseum ticket. Less crowded early or late and cooler temperatures. Must-see highlights of the Roman Forum, Temple of Saturn, one of the Forum's oldest temples with striking columns still standing proudly today. Arch of Septimius Severus, a beautifully preserved triumphal arch celebrating military victories. Basilica of Maxentius and Constantine. Marvel at the massive vaulted ruins of what was once the largest building in the Forum. Temple of Vesta and House of the Vestal Virgins. Discover the sacred space where Rome's flame was kept burning by priestesses of great honor. Curia Julia, the ancient Roman Senate building still standing with its impressive brick walls. Via Sacra, stroll along the Forum's main street, once used for triumphal processions and daily life in ancient Rome. Palatine Hill is one of Rome's oldest areas and is traditionally seen as the city's birthplace. It's located about 0.6 kilometers, 0.4 miles, south of the city center, roughly a 7-10 minute walk from the Colosseum. Visitors often combine it with the Colosseum and Roman Forum in a 3.5 to 4 hour tour. Highlights include the ruins of imperial palaces like the Domus Augustana and House of Augustus with their frescoes, the Stadium of Domitian used for ceremonies, the Palatine Museum with ancient artifacts, the legendary huts of Romulus, and the scenic Renaissance-era Farnese Gardens overlooking the Forum and Rome's skyline. Morning trip 2 from 10:45 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. Piazza Venezia, distance from Rome's center about 1.5 kilometers, 0.9 miles. 15-minute walk from Palatine Hill. Time needed, 20-30 minutes. Piazza Venezia is a central and bustling square in Rome, connecting many historic sites. Key highlights include the Grand Altar of the Fatherland Monument with panoramic city views, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier honoring WWE soldiers, the Renaissance Palazzo Venezia Museum. Morning trip 3, 11, 45, 12, 15. Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore, distance from the center of Rome about 500 meters, time needed 30-45 minutes. Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore is a major papal basilica in Rome, blending early Christian, medieval and Baroque architecture. Located near Termini Station, its highlights include ancient 5th century mosaics depicting Christ and Mary, the Nativity crypt housing relics of Jesus' manger, the ornate Baroque Borghese chapel with the protective Salus Populi Romani icon, a famous gold coffered ceiling, and Rome's tallest bell tower at 75 meters. Afternoon trip 1 from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Trevi Fountain, one of Rome's most iconic landmarks. The Trevi Fountain is a Baroque masterpiece located in the heart of the historic district, just an 8-10 minute walk from Piazza Venezia. Best visited late evening after 8 p.m. to avoid heavy crowds. It takes about 20-30 minutes to fully enjoy. Highlights: Oceana statue, the sea god in a shell chariot pulled by seahorses flanked by tritons. Seahorses, one calm, one wild, symbolizing the moods of the sea. Allegorical figures, abundance and health, showcasing Rome's ties to water. Palazzo Poli backdrop creates a grand stage-like setting. Afternoon trip 2 from 2:50 p.m. to 3:20 p.m. Spanish Steps. Located about 1.7 kilometers 1 mile from Termini Station, the Spanish Steps are best enjoyed in the late afternoon when the crowds thin and the soft light enhances their charm. Plan for 30-45 minutes to take in this 18th century architectural gem and its surroundings. Highlights: the staircase. Climb 135 elegant steps, linking Piazza di Spagna to the Trinità dei Monti Church, with great views for photos. Trinità dei Monti Church, 16th century French church with twin towers and serene interiors. Fontana della Barcaccia, Bernini's Baroque fountain at the base, shaped like a half-sunken boat. Piazza di Spagna Cheek Square, perfect for relaxing or people watching. Keats Shelley House, small literary museum dedicated to romantic poets. Via dei Condotti, luxury shopping street for high fashion lovers. Afternoon trip 3 from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Galleria Borghese. Nestled within the lush Villa Borghese Park, the Galleria Borghese is a must-visit for art lovers, showcasing Renaissance and Baroque treasures inside a lavish 17th century villa. Masterpieces by Bernini, Caravaggio, Raphael, Titian, and Canova fill its richly decorated rooms. Location, approximately 5 kilometers, 2.2 miles, north-northeast of Piazza Venezia. Travel time, 40-45 minutes walk, 15-20 minutes by bus or taxi. Visit duration, approximately 2 hours, timed entry strictly enforced. Highlights, Bernini, Apollo and Daphne, The Rape of Proserpina, David, stunning lifelike sculptures. Caravaggio, Boy with a Basket of Fruit, David with the Head of Goliath, St. Jerome writing masterful light and shadow works. Titian, Sacred and Profane Love, a mysterious symbolic masterpiece. Raphael, The Deposition deeply emotional biblical scene. Canova, Pauline Bonaparte as Venus Victrix, pristine neoclassical marble, interior, frescoes, ornate ceilings, and elegant floors as breathtaking as the art.
Day 2. Let's start our morning adventure in Rome's historic center. Morning trip 1, 10 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. First stop, Piazza Navona from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. One of Rome's most stunning Baroque squares, built over an ancient Roman stadium, located about 0.8 kilometers northwest of the city center, just an 8 to 10 minute walk from Piazza Venezia. Morning trip 2 from 10:45 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. The Pantheon. Marvel at the majestic dome and open oculus, a masterpiece of Roman architecture. Explore the ancient marble interior, perfectly symmetrical and richly decorated. Visit the tomb of Raphael, the renowned Renaissance artist. Morning trip 3 from 11:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Campo dei Fiori. Visit the monument dedicated to philosopher Giordano Bruno, executed here in 1600, symbolizing free thought. Explore one of Rome's most colorful open-air markets, offering fresh produce, flowers, spices, and local delicacies. Day 2 across Tiber River. Afternoon trip, Trastevere and Castel Sant'Angelo, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Begin in Trastevere, wandering its charming cobblestone streets, visiting the beautiful Basilica of Santa Maria. Soak up the lively local atmosphere with a quick coffee or gelato. Then head to Castel Sant'Angelo, where you can tour the historic castle. Take in stunning views of the Tiber River and St. Peter's Basilica from the terrace. Day 3, Vatican area. Start early at St. Peter's Square before 8 a.m. Beat the crowds and enjoy the grandeur of St. Peter's Square with its iconic obelisk and majestic colonnade. Visit St. Peter's Basilica from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. This magnificent basilica is a masterpiece of Michelangelo's dome. Explore the vast interior, climb the dome for panoramic views, and visit important sites like the Tomb of St. Peter, Vatican Museums and Sistine Chapel, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Explore highlights such as the Raphael rooms. End your museum tour at the Sistine Chapel, marveling at Michelangelo's breathtaking ceiling and the Last Judgment. Day 4, Art and Parks. Morning, visit Galleria Borghese with Bernini, Caravaggio, and Raphael masterpieces. Midday, stroll Villa Borghese Park with its lake, Temple of Aesculapius, and scenic viewpoints. Evening, explore Trastevere with Santa Maria in Trastevere, artisan shops, cafes, and lively dinner and trattorias. Day 5, Ancient Rome and Food. Morning, walk or bike the Appian Way with the tomb of Cecilia Metella and catacombs. Midday, tour baths of Caracalla with its vast ancient bath ruins and mosaics. Afternoon, visit local markets like Mercato Testaccio or Campo dei Fiori and enjoy a Roman food tour. Your 5-day Roman adventure awaits.
Best time to visit Rome. Rome is a year-round destination, but the experience changes with the seasons. For the most pleasant weather and fewer crowds, spring and autumn are ideal. April through June and September through October. Summer brings long sunny days but also high heat, bigger crowds, and peak prices. Winter offers quieter streets, lower hotel rates, and special Christmas charm with festive displays. Best areas to stay: Campo dei Fiori for the lively heart of the city, Trastevere for bohemian charm and vibrant nightlife, Monte District near the Colosseum for trendy historic atmosphere, must-try dishes, carbonara, creamy pasta with guanciale and pecorino romano, cacio e pepe, simple perfection with just cheese and pepper, and supply, crispy fried rice balls with melted mozzarella. How long to stay? 3 to 5 days offers the perfect balance for must-see highlights and relaxed exploration. Getting around? Use the metro, buses, and trams. Walking is perfect for the historic center. The Roma Pass gives you free museum entry, unlimited public transport, and skip-the-line access. Available as 48-hour or 72-hour passes. Perfect for exploring Rome's highlights efficiently. Rome awaits with its timeless beauty, incredible food, and rich history. Plan your perfect Roman adventure today.